Shut up and sit down.
Here we are, welcome back to the One Punch Podcast. Me, Bryan Lacey, Mr. Brad Pickett, and the champ is in the house. Look at this, Nathaniel Woods. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me on.
How are you? I mean, you obviously knew exactly what you're dealing with from your process of getting dressed before this podcast.
Yes, you got to come prepared, you know. And Brad, I forgot to mention that it was getting filmed.
What do you forgot to mention? This is about the fifth episode that's been on YouTube.
It shows he's not an avid fan.
Yeah, what's happened? Do you know what you used to be?
I'm very busy now, you know. It's the champ lifestyle, that's what it is.
Very busy.
No, I went to training looking like absolute shit. So I had a cap on, you know, and I thought I can't do a video in a house with a cap that's just not champ material. So
whoa.
I thought I'd borrow Sarah's comb and hairspray.
So that's you. That is it. This is
the best you're gonna get a week out from my fight. After my fight, you know, then I'll have some energy. I'll look good. You know, I might have a suit on. But for now, this is what you're gonna get.
This is the best we're getting, is it? I'll take it, mate.
What's your excuse?
Oh, mate, this.
My excuse is I'm wearing a One Punch t-shirt.
Nice.
Bit of self-promotion. You can still get them on my website.
Doesn't own an iron.
www.onepunchpicket.com. Go get one, and I'll sign a picture and send it to you. Boom. That's how pros do things. You multitask. Self-promoting.
Why hasn't it been ironed?
Because I wore it. I just got this out of the drawer, and I wore it to my seminar. So you can get seminars as well, you know.
Oh, Jesus. You can get seminars. You can get some seminars.
Hustling. I'm not firing anymore. I'm hustling.
Look at the difference. This is watching the evolution. This is your mentor.
This is what you look up to be.
This is the future.
I've got it all look forward to.
Look at that.
They're trying not to take as many headshots as he has.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
You know,
I saw him last week, and apparently you gave him most of those headshots.
I'll take that.
Yeah, you take that.
But he's the only one I sparred.
He's only me the one I sparred. Yeah,
that's all right. That's good. So come on, mate. Look, this is it. The poster's here. It's happening. Boom. Look at that. How exciting's that? How does that feel to see yourself? First of all, the O2 there, champ, hometown, headlining a card like this. What's that feel like, mate?
That feels good, man.
Yeah,
it does. Yeah,
you still pinch yourself? What's that?
Nah, you know, because obviously, I've got a little vision board on.
You told us about this
in my
before,
cupboard,
yeah?
you know, and I kind of visioned all this happening time ago. So, you know, if anything, I feel like I'm a little bit late. You know, when I first started training, I wanted to be UFC champ by 23 or whatever. You know, obviously, as you do, you dream. So, you know, I'm a little bit late, but yeah, you know, this is all what I kind of.
It's like a nice fine mulled wine.
This is what this is what I'm working for. You know, it's what I'm training hard every day at the gym for. So, you know, it's just I'm enjoying the fruits of the labour.
It's wicked, though. It's because there's been a massive shift in the last couple of years, in particular, just with your confidence, your style, what you're doing in the cage as well. It's crazy to actually see and watch it.
I'd actually say it was the last 6 months. I mean, like, just changing around.
Yeah.
I think this year.
Yeah.
Since the Vaughan Lee fight, was that this year as well?
Yeah,
that was this year.
I think this year's been a turning point for him. Definitely.
That's crazy. That's not. So that is all 1 year. So this will be your third fight this year.
Yeah. So the beginning of the year, straight away I was in camp for the Vaughan Lee fight, which got cancelled with the all the medical stuff that went on.
Yeah.
Then, literally 6 weeks later, after it got cancelled, I fought Vaughan Lee. Then I had 1 week off, straight back into camp for Marco.
Yeah.
Won the title, and then was planning on having a bit of time off, but the cage race said that the next London card, September, so I think I had a month off from camp and then straight back in.
I did see your month off because you went on holiday, didn't you?
Yes.
And there was some very gangster looking photos. Where'd you go?
What photos?
Online. I saw some pictures, or were you just doing videos online?
I've done a few pictures. Most of them schmoozing with his lovely girlfriend, Lauren. You know,
yeah.
He's always like.
What was that shirt open? Were you rocking a moustache as well at that point? Was that?
Do you know why I had the shirt open, right? Because I put on too much weight after my fight, so I had to undo them buttons. You know, but no, you know, I went on holiday, which was really nice, and then. But the thing was, this fight was all announced, so even though I had time off, I was still thinking about fighting. You know, so I don't feel like I did have any time off mentally. You know, but I'm in great shape, so I'm going to get this fight done and then have the rest of the year off.
You're going to chill for the rest
You're
of
not
the
going to
year.
get tempted to fight again this year?
No.
Not
Not unless the right fight came up or something, you know. But so I know Cage Warriors have got the 2 shows, one in Wales, which I won't be fighting on. That's quite soon, and the Liverpool one in October.
So what happened if you didn't have to diet as much and Cage Warriors came back to you with a 145?
Well, if
belt
there was a
fight?
145, I'll fight every week if I haven't got to cut weight. So
Really?
yeah,
So
this is what I love to do.
Who
So
is the 145 champion at the minute?
Nad.
Naramani.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's the title holder at the minute. Would you look to do dual weight?
yeah, you know, I would like to go to featherweight. Brad doesn't want it because I'm quite small, you know. But to me, I'm quite happy to give a couple
If I
kilos
could
up.
make flyweight, he can stay at bantamweight.
But the thing is I think if I went to 145 and someone beat me, I wouldn't go, oh, he had 3 kilos on me. You know, if the guy won the fight because of a few kilos, then I would just say he was the better man.
Okay.
So, you know, for me, like, if the fight's there at 135 and I've got time to make weight and stuff, yep, I'll do it. But, you know, I enjoy fighting. I don't enjoy cutting weight, so I don't feel I have to do it. You know, but at the moment, my coach is promotion. Obviously, I'm the 135 champ, so, you know, it's got to
That's where
be
the money
done.
is at the minute,
It's
mate,
all-
for you
it's
as
got to
well.
be done.
It's also all to do with styles, with him moving up weight classes. And for me, like I say, in combat sports, in boxing, size doesn't matter as such. You saw obviously with Mayweather and McGregor. McGregor was much more bigger, but speed and stuff like that translates well. Even if you have a smaller guy, could be a lot faster than a bigger guy. Where size does come into play with our sport is on the ground. So if or wrestling, someone gets hold of you and takes you down. That's when size matters. Because how I always say this is like, if you ever fought the same version of yourself, same skill level as yourself, like you, just 10 pounds heavier version of you, in the stand-up, but you probably won't see much difference. Even the smaller version of you may be a bit quicker, a bit more, faster. But if the bigger you got hold of you and put you on your back, you'd feel that difference. So it all to do with stars. I think Nathaniel could do very well at 145 because his strength is striking. So it's not as if he has to take someone down and where he uses his muscle. He doesn't use his muscle. He uses his speed and athleticism on the feet. So he just needs an opponent who will play that game. Well, not many would want to play that game with him.
Not after watching the last few fights. That Marco fight, man. The combination you finished it with.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I remember watching it because when he got in the cage, I thought, oh, he's big. He looked big. Was it did for that?
He put
that
on
weight
a lot of
class.
weight.
He
When
looked
I was
like,
in there, he didn't feel too big, you know. But a lot of people did say he looked.
He looked big,
and-
isn't he? Yeah. I think he's one of those people. I same with his next opponent, Josh Reed. They look big. I mean, people are going to say to him, man, he's big. He's got no legs. You know, he's got like little like, thing. I remember one time I fought years ago, I fought a guy called J.R. Sims in Bodog.
Oh, you
And
told me about
He
this,
was the
yeah.
biggest guy I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, honestly, I'm thinking, if this guy's like 170, there's no way he'd fight in my weight class. But then, because when I saw him, he was wearing long, gangster shorts. So like you never saw his legs, but when he took his legs off, they're like 2 little sticks.
took his legs off. Just removed.
When he took his shorts off,
Whoa!
so I think someone like Josh Reed
Don't
is the
skip
same
leg
thing. The very upper body and the look real big.
Yeah.
Mike Brown was the same thing. Mike Brown's massive looking, but yeah, when you look at him, he's actually got really small legs.
He's only got
He's
tiny-
got, to be able to give him credit, he's got 3 legs.
He's got. As if
He's got 3 legs. That man.
Is he back?
That
is he
man
back
has
in
got 3
heat?
legs.
He could be a flyweight if he'd not been
Mate,
as blessed. There
yeah.
you go. Deary me. So let's talk about your opponent because he's giving me the evils
Yes.
here right now, Mr. Reed. What did you know about him before you signed to fight him?
If I'm honest, no disrespect to him, never heard of him. You know, he's not big on social medias, so that's probably why. You know, he doesn't talk trash. He hasn't even said anything at all about this fight. And then after the fight, I know a lot of his mates and people were popping up saying, fight Josh Reed, this guy. So I looked him up, and I saw he was 7-0, good record. You know, he's only fought a couple guys which I think are really good. So, I think it's a big step up for him fighting me. But, fight's a fight. As far as I'm concerned, I'm the champ. So Cage Warriors, whoever they give me, I take. If they said you're fighting this guy, I can't say, no, I don't want that one. I just take whoever. And
Have you got any guys with no legs?
I've seen that fight happen before. You ever seen that? There's one on YouTube.
Oh, there is that one on
Yeah.
YouTube. Yeah, I have seen that. Yeah. And the wrestling one as well. Go on, carry on.
So yeah, he's a tough guy. Looks like he brings it. He's got a few good knockout highlight reels, but he's just swinging for the fences. So yeah, I think I'm better in all areas. I'm confident as long as I go in there with my A game and don't make mistakes. I can't see myself having any issues with him.
They build it as sort of England versus Wales as well, a little bit like that as well, which is always adds a little bit of...
Britannia rules away.
You know that's British, so that's you do know that. Oh
no,
really? Can you imagine him in your corner? Rule Britannia.
Yeah, I guess Britannia, Britain. Yeah, makes
so
sense.
that's why. Well,
right.
For this,
I'll get my coat.
For this fight, I usually come out with the Union Jack flag, but I've got to come out with the St George's one, of course.
St George's one. That's,
England versus Wales.
That instantly makes you a racist as well. You know that, don't you, now, mate? There you go. That's but that's interesting that they've done that, and there's also a lot of they've done a lot of media based on you. So a lot of the promos being sat on your shoulders. Has that made a difference to?
It's because Josh Reed doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
he hasn't promoted his fight a bit. Yeah, I mean, he only ever does is retweet other people's tweets. I mean, like I was saying the other day, fair play to Josh Reed's fans. They're giving Nathaniel quite a lot of stick. It's quite funny.
Are they?
Yeah, some of it is quite
funny.
funny.
What's the angle? What are they going down?
Everything always, make sure you get chin surgery after the fight, all that sort of stuff. Just general banter, yeah.
Bants.
Bants. But it's quite fun because I like getting involved in this because me as a fighter.
Oh, Britannia.
Me as a fighter, I never really got any beef with anybody. Probably the closest was Ian McCall that one time.
Yeah.
I never get any beef. So for me, it's quite nice to be involved in sticking up for someone else because that's the same thing. I always stick up for other people more than stick up for
That's
myself.
the same as me.
Yeah. So now if someone's picking on Nathaniel, like, go on, what you want? What you saying?
What you saying, you keyboard warrior?
Yeah, that's it. I was like, sit back down, son. But I just said, because throughout this whole process, he's been getting a lot of stuff, and I just wrote on my last one. I said, well, let's hope Josh Reed turns up at the defense of on the night because he doesn't turn up never on social media, So
drop the mic, mate. Boom, done.
I probably said it better than I just pronounced it. Yeah.
Oh, mate,
I was excited then.
That's. God bless you.
Rule Britannia.
But how long have you had in camp for this one then? So this is, you said you had about a month where you got to chill.
Yeah, I've had an 8-week fight camp. I used to have 10 and 12-week fight camps and it was just stupid. I'm always training. So, it takes me 4 weeks and I'm fit, ready to fight. So I went on holiday, and I obviously just said to myself, right, for this holiday, I'm not doing anything. As soon as I get back, I'm going to start watching what I eat. And so I've been training hard for 10 weeks, but my actual camp started 8 weeks before the fight.
Nice. I did see actually one of the cheat meals you had after the fight. Did you have lobster? Is that right?
Oh, I had a lot of cheat meals after the fight.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did the first, I think it was lobster and burger, but it wasn't lobster and burger bar or whatever it's called. It was Big Easy, I think, or Big Tasty.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And lobster didn't really taste of much,
Yeah?
It didn't really do it for me. It wasn't horrible or anything, but it was just wasn't much to it.
No.
I sat there breaking it all down, and then when I actually had this massive lobster, and I had a little
tail of meat,
and I was like, where's the rest, But
I'm not a fan of lobster.
I love lobster, mate.
Yeah.
In Dubai, after I did the Winter Warrior, I flew out to see my brother, and he took me to a lobster buffet in Dubai. See, there's all lobsters. You could have them grilled, you could have them
that's what
boiled. You could have them. They were cold. They were done in prawn cocktail style, all that sort of stuff. I ate so many lobsters.
It's wasted on me because, for me, it's I like crab. Don't get me wrong. And for me, it's the same as crab. It's it's all right. So
I love
for me,
crab,
I don't get.
mate.
I can't.
I wouldn't pay 50 quid for it.
Yeah, because that's what I mean. I'll pay 50, 60 quid for a steak.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can see that. I can see that.
Trumpet.
I'm never going to deny a steak, but this was it when I went to the lobster buffet, and I didn't know this. Do you know lobsters mate for life? Do you know when they get
Like
a
a
partner, they is that right? Do pigeons do that as well? So lobsters mate for life. So I told my wife I was going to this lobster buffet, and she said you have to eat an even number of lobsters. Just
right.
so I had
the family.
That's right. That's
It's
it.
genocide.
So just so she could sleep at night. I had to eat an even number of lobsters just so that they.
But let's talk about food. We have
Black's Burgers.
Yeah,
Boom,
sponsor over here, mate.
Is that one of your sponsors?
Yeah.
Stop. Right, Black's Burgers, you need to sponsor the podcast. because I saw that video. Must have watched that video. I watched the video with the cheese melting out of the middle of your burger.
You see that one? Yeah.
I watched it about 4 or 5 times, mate.
You just got to look at their desserts as well. Everything they do is just amazing.
Where is it? Right, let's give them a proper plug. Where is Black's Burgers?
The main sort of headquarters is in Epsom.
I like the fact they've got headquarters.
Yeah,
and then they have 3 restaurants.
They have another 2 restaurants, but which I didn't actually know about, and I think one was Hawley and one was it Putney or Purley? One or the other.
Oh, Putney's good. Putney's not too far from me.
And yeah, they funny enough, I've been going there for years, since they've been there. And I sent an Instagram up about 3 years ago saying, Black's Burgers should sponsor me, blah, blah, blah. And they actually sent me the screenshot of that a few years ago and said, look, why aren't we sponsoring you, man?
You're kidding?
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah, because they've always followed me and stuff.
Yeah.
But always it wasn't sponsoring me.
Isn't it a bit? Is it hard having a burger sponsor when you've got to do a weight cut?
Well, that's what I'd think. But my diet, I eat healthy all week, and I always have my one cheat meal a week or whatever. And I always thought, you know what, Black's Burgers, I reckon is going to be too naughty.
Okay.
So I used to try and stick to a Nando's, but surprisingly not. I've been going, and literally my weight would go up a little bit and back down. So
because it's good quality food.
Yeah,
it's
proper meat,
quality food.
Mate, it looks amazing. The mac and cheese as well. That's one of my little.
So I haven't touched that right now.
Halloumi fries.
Or they do
with the
Swiss.
Garlic. Stop it.
Swiss
Stop
fingers,
it.
right?
Stop it.
They're these like breadcrumbs with like herbs inside. They've got this Swiss cheese. As you break it, it just all dribbles out.
Oh my god,
man!
Oh
amazing.
my
Now I'm struggling because there's
Yeah.
no more cheat meals now until
Yeah.
after the fight. But I've said to them after the fight, man,
Load
give
me
me a
up.
challenge. You
I
know?
told you,
Yeah.
I'll take you.
Oh, mate.
Have you seen the filth pots?
The what?
It's called a filth pot. That's
No,
what
what's
they
a
do.
filth pot?
Let me just get a picture for you.
Oh,
No,
my
you keep
goodness.
talking about it. I'll get a
It's
picture.
Look
so
at you
this
two.
is my M&S voice now.
Okay, let's have it. Let's
So
have the
it's
advert. Let's
basically
have the full advert.
like a jug, right? Inside will be like chunks of ice
Your
cream,
M&S voice has
but
gone
milkshake,
already.
but milkshake at the same time.
Yeah.
So they put a straw in it, but you also have a spoon, so you can scoop it up.
Oh shit!
But then they'll fill it up with like inside you might have marshmallows, whatever,
Yeah.
and then cream.
Yeah.
Then they'll stick either like a brownie on top or a donut.
So these are like
or-
these mega milkshake things. These mega.
man. Like most people can't finish them.
That's a burger.
That is the burger. That looks amazing. What is that burger called? I always like to know the names.
I normally go for the dirty burger.
Of course he does.
Is it a dirty burger? No,
Yep,
no, that
the
was
Juicy Lucy.
Juicy Lucy.
Which is they
Juicy
pump the
Lucy.
cheese inside the burger, so if you cut it open or bite into
That's
it,
what he showed me on it.
dribbles
Oh,
out.
Good
Oh.
God.
And I think Five Guys is more expensive.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Five Guys is expensive.
Yeah.
We went there for the first time, and it's good. I'm not saying I enjoyed it, but I was surprised how much it cost.
Yeah,
Just
to me it's a good Burger King, and Black's Burgers, is good quality food. This is a filth pot.
Oh yeah, I've seen them before. That is just, look at that, mate. What would you do to get your chops around one of them
Don't.
now, mate? Which
Don't.
one would you have? You a chocolate or a strawberry guy?
I'll go for the brownie.
Really, man.
I'm
Filthy.
strawberry. The strawberry was mine.
But they do everything that like what I like about it is it's like they're passionate for what they do. So when you go there, it's not like a restaurant where you go there and they're like, yeah, you got to stick to the menu. They don't actually do halloumi fries on the set menu, but we ask for them.
Secret.
They make
So
them.
they just
Yeah.
did them for you.
Like that fill pot there, because
They'll make it up, yeah.
My sweet tooth is very berry, strawberry.
Oh, yeah, you're a fruity guy.
I'm not much of a chocolate guy. I
Okay.
like chocolate as just chocolate itself. So the same with them. They've never had that. And they said, "Oh, make you one. What do you want?" And I was like, "Just something strawberry or berry." And they've done that. And I said, "Do you want some jelly beans on that?" I was like, "Yep." He goes, "Do you want a cookie on that?" I'm like,
Is
"Yeah."
Who's going to say no to that?
Yeah,
man? Do you want a
exactly.
cookie on top of that? No, I'm not bothered. Not
Milk
bothered,
buds.
mate.
They
Hit
did a
me.
caramel one where they put the caramel shortbread cake things,
Yeah,
what do you call
yeah.
them, on there,
Millionaire
straight on the
shortbread.
top. They smother all the sauce around
Oh
the
my
edge. And,
God, mate.
and like the other day, I think I saw they just made it up on the day. They got 2 cookies, started putting the marshmallow stuff. It's those s'mores, ice cream, cookie, ice cream, and yeah.
So that
How's this affecting you right now?
It's killing me. It's killing me.
So what? Let's talk. All right, we've talked about food. Let's talk about what you're doing now. Because how much do you cut between long term, as in like a week, 2 weeks out, and then close to the fight? How much have you cut in the last 24 hours?
Well, it's all changed because last.
Because you eat too many burgers.
Yeah, usually I'll just see how my weight is, but for this fight camp, I wanted to get lighter. You
Okay.
know, so I'm walking around basically a kilo lighter than what I was
Oh,
last time.
okay.
So every week, I'm a kilo lighter. The last fight I cut about 3.4 kilos, and it just was a bit too much for me.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the best mental state for cutting weight, I think, that day.
How was that? How was that for you? Because
Bad
you're the
for
one.
Brad.
Yeah, guys.
You know how much? I mean, you don't. But you know how much you hear how people hate cutting weight.
Yeah.
At the time when Nathaniel was doing it, I wanted to cut weight, not him. It's hard. I mean, it's tough. It's because
My body doesn't sweat. It just.
He said
it
that.
does
He actually
sweat.
says it sweats differently to other people. Like
Yeah,
he knows
so-
how much he'll lose in half
Yeah.
an hour.
When we did the Von Lee fight, that was a nice, comfortable weight cut. I think I cut 2.5 kilos, but every 20 minutes, I think Brad lost 2 pounds and I lost a pound. Or it might have been the other way around, half
This
a
is my
pound.
weight cutting mathematics, kind of. Normally, when you're sweating, and you normally are hydrated or normal, when you're sweating, 10 minutes of sweat is a pound. So if you're not just getting into the sauna, but if you start sweating, especially when I'm cutting weight the week of a fight, if I get in the sauna and I'm sweating for 10 minutes, I lose a pound. For him, it'd be 20 minutes for a pound.
Wow.
And then he'll get to a stage where it'd be 20 minutes for half a pound. It really does slow down.
Oh, dude.
But I might have cracked it because I've ordered, I've never used it before, the Sweet Sweat stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
So that, like the Thai stuff.
Yeah,
that
I
they
know a
use,
lot of
yeah.
people always bang on about it, and I just always thought, whatever, I'm not. Just thought maybe it's a gimmick thing. And I've practiced a couple times with it. The other day I went in the sauna and put it on, and I was dripping.
That's
and
cool. Yeah.
I weighed myself after about half an hour. I'd lost 1.2 kilos. So
there you go.
if it stays like that, because obviously on the week I might be a bit dehydrated already, etc. But I'll be laughing if I can cut that weight.
We'll use that quote. I'll be laughing when he's,
I'll be
when
laughing,
he's in there.
cutting
You
weight.
can play that back to him when he's in the sauna, saying, "I'm going to 145."
But also, what we're doing this time, what we did the last time, we're actually gonna
Stay at
do
the
it in the
venue.
morning in the area of the. Because
Stay at
last
the
time
venue, yeah.
we
That
done it
makes
around
more
us,
sense,
and
mate.
we went
And
there.
you have to travel.
Yeah.
Because I think for the Von Lee fight before, really comfortable weight cut, was at the venue, sauna there, woke up, whatever. But then for this one, I had to do it at home, go over to this gym, then get here, then get to the venue, and it just was all too
Stress.
here, there, and everywhere,
Okay.
And I think it would just put me in a bad mental state.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so hard. Like I said, I was speaking to you before we did the podcast about watching fighters that fly into a country, cutting weight, and then get to a hotel where I've been to ones where they get given a room and there's not a bath, and then they're panicking about that, or they've got
Yeah.
to travel to the sauna. It's all stress, and you want to make it as easy as possible on yourself, obviously. But it is the worst part of the sport, and it's the hardest part for the fighters.
It's a fight before
Yeah.
the fight.
Yes.
For me, the fighting's it's like a footballer playing a game of football.
Yeah.
We train every day. So for my first couple of fights, the nerves and whatever, but it's a fight. So that's what we do every day. The cutting weights, the stuff where it's like, this is a job, this is work, and I have to do it kind of feeling.
That's difficult, isn't it? That's difficult. And do the Cage Warriors let you do the early morning weigh-ins? Is it?
No, so
So
Cage
you weigh in
Warriors.
and you get your pictures and your face off done there and there. Is that-
Where you weigh in, you weighed in.
Yeah,
like,
so we weigh in at 3 p.m. I think. So what I do is I cut weight on the morning because there's no point in me cutting the night before and then staying dehydrated all
Ah,
day.
stupid, yeah.
So I'll get up early morning, do the weight cut, and then once we've weighed in, then we can rehydrate. And
Okay.
I'd say that's the only positive as well that comes out of cutting weight is that you appreciate the feeling after. I usually every time I've made weight, I say, it's all worth it, just for that feeling of drink and food.
Yeah,
But are you with me on this? Food's never as good as you think it is
No,
after you weigh in. The day
Oh,
after
no,
your
for
fight,
that-
after your fight, food's amazing.
Yeah.
But it's just that after you've just weighed in, because you're drinking a lot, you get kind of bloated.
Yeah,
You don't
fluids is what you want,
yeah,
not the...
you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
really enjoy food, and also to be honest, you still eat clean anyway because you look, some people have the misconception on what they do. They go crazy and eat junk. And
Yeah, I've
you gotta
seen
think-
that.
You gotta think,
We got
I've
told-
actually got to fight the next day.
Yeah.
So I'll go put good fuel.
When we did the Wimp to Warrior thing, when we was told cut weight, the bloke who came in and spoke to us said for your post weigh-in meal you can have Coca-Cola, pizza, Haribo. He said just load up on sugar and carbs and that'll get you ready for the next day. And when I spoke to a nutritionist, so I was speaking to that, he said just don't do that.
No.
He said just eat clean still, eat some like sweet potato, rice,
You load up
stuff
on carbs,
like that.
Good carbs, not
Yeah,
fatty,
yeah. Well, that's what
saturated
because I
fats.
asked the question and he said
And
no.
Sugar's not too bad. I'll be honest, but you have sugar the day of a fight, like 45 minutes.
Of course,
before.
yeah.
Like
Like honey or something
If you have
else.
sugar the night before, which everyone, like, obviously, I know Nathaniel very well. He'll probably have a little treat or something like that, and I would as well after my, a little treat because it's been so long. But you realise you're going to have a spike. You got sugar, you boom,
Doing.
and then you're going to crash.
So for me, what I'll do is, as soon as I've weighed in, obviously all I want is fluids, get that back in, and then I'll drip feed food because obviously my stomach's pretty shrunk and
Pretty ripped.
yeah. And so I'll just have little bits. Then that evening, so about 4 or 5 hours later, I'll go to the harvester and usually we'll get like I don't
Harvester?
know, chicken, sweet
Sponsor,
potato,
let's do that.
fries, and I've always felt good like that. And usually I would have a pudding, I'd have like a brownie ice cream or something.
Yeah.
Because for me, it mentally makes me feel
Yeah.
like I'm ready to fight now. I'm not thinking about food. All I'm thinking about now is fight. I've had my little craving.
Yeah, you've done it. You've quenched
And then on the day, I don't eat massive meals. Just again drip feed stuff. But I think for the Von Lee fight, I had Krispy Kreme. I was like, yeah, I'll have one. And for me, it always works. Everyone's different. Whether it's just because I'm younger. Brad said to me he would never want ice cream and brownie after his weigh-ins.
I don't like brownies.
But didn't have him in his day, mate. That was it.
Yeah. But for me, all that evening.
No, I'll eat something. I'll have a chocolate bar and a Pepsi Max.
Oh, Pepsi Max, gotta be.
But that evening, when you have a cup of tea and a chocolate bar with it feels amazing.
There you go, mate. There you
What
go.
I like a lot when I first thing when I'm eating is sushi.
Sushi's that's my
sushi
favourite
'cause
food.
For me, I like sushi because I like the good source of protein, fat and fish, and then you have the rice, and then you have the sodium in the soy sauce.
Yeah.
And what I like about it is I get 25 pieces, 30 pieces, and I can just go. I'll wait for a little bit.
Just graze on it. Yeah.
Graze. I'll have another piece. I could graze it all day long. Where if you have a meal, sometimes you feel like even if you're quite full, I need to eat, or then you put it away and you throw it away. You're not gonna go back and graze on a little bit of it. You just either you're done, it goes. But with sushi, I just keep
Dripping in.
Look at that. We've done food. We've done preparation. What we'll do next is that we'll reset the camera for our usual thing. We've got some listener questions for you. We've got shenanigans. And then are you up for doing a head-to-head world record against Mr. Brad Pickett?
Let's do it.
Yeah?
Depends on what it is, actually.
We'll be back in 1 second. So we are back. You've gone nowhere, but we have reset our equipment once again because that's what we have to do.
What you should do is just change your seats.
We should have shifted it all around. Maybe change clothes. Change clothes. You see, there we go. That's just three men.
See if anyone knows the difference.
Yeah, 3 men wanted to get naked with each other. That's all good. That's it. We should also mention, because look at his little eyes there. There's Mr. Corin there. Corin Eaton.
Bless him.
What's happened?
He's injured.
He's injured.
No,
Is that official?
Yeah. Yeah. On it was last Thursday, I believe.
Thursday, yep.
Yeah, last Thursday. It's one of those ones I've seen it back on the CCTV, and it's just
Trying to break into something, was he?
Yeah, no.
Was he robbing the place?
No, but it was just like him and Nathaniel have been very good training partners throughout this camp. And
they're sharing a t-shirt, mate. They're sharing a t-shirt.
They're looking so good, and just sod's law. Just like he just got taken down and just landed a bit awkward, and he's hurt himself. I don't want to go into too much.
Yeah.
But he hurt himself pretty bad. So unfortunately, he's definitely out.
Listen, we love you, Corin.
It's down because he is such a hard. He's one of those people.
He's great as well. What a nice dude.
He does too much for people.
Yeah.
He's one of the nicest guys ever. Deserves every possible good thing he can get, and I think he's the most unluckiest person when it comes to training and getting cut and injuries and his body's can just he gets through a bit of a beating, like he's like Brad now, and Corin's 28, but yeah, honestly, he was looking so sharp. He looked great. This was going to be a fight, I think, that was going to put him in there. You know, he was going to be on UFC Fight Pass, BT Sport, etc. on Cage Warriors, big show against Dean Truman, who's a good fighter.
Yeah,
you know?
he's got
and
some...
I honestly think Corian was going to go in there and do the business, and unfortunately, he's out.
But it's he will be back. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like 28, and he's such a cool guy. He's such a nice guy. So we wish you the best, man. You will be back. This won't be the only poster.
What I said to him though is, I know unfortunately he got injured, but he was looking great in his training camp, and he was actually getting really. He's improving all the time, so all it does is just delays himself to showcase his skills, and by the time he fights again, he'll be even better.
Yeah, people won't recognise him.
Well, look at McGregor. He was out for 2 years with ACL.
It was a year, so he was the quickest recovery. So 10 months, I think he had a surgery,
and he came back.
It took George St. Pierre 12 or 14 months to come back, and he came back in 10, and he claimed the title and did the business as well. So you'll be back, mate. That gives you more time to grow your hair. More time to get your skills sorted. Because look at that shot. Also, I never expected that as well.
This is one thing he has to do now. I know he's been tweeting about it a little bit to try and get hold of it, but now he has to get the Game of Thrones. He's got nothing else to do. Just sitting there and resting his leg.
Looked like, out of all of us, he looks like the person who'd be most into Game of Thrones.
He looks like Rick from Game of Thrones.
Well, you look like Tyrion Lannister. Come on.
That's
hilarious.
Up there, very smart.
That's it. That's fine. So look, we'll do some listener questions as well. Let's see. We've got them on Instagram, Twitter. In fact, follow us on social media and get involved with the podcast. We always like to hear from people at @1_punch. For that man there, at Bryan Lacey MMA for me, that's Brian with a Y, and at the Prospect
MMA.
Is it all one word or is it?
One word.
All one word. There we go. So let's start with. Oh, we got 4 on here. There we go. Rico Riley wants a wrap off. We've done that. That was terrible. We're never doing it again. Serious question. Have you ever thought? We've asked this. Have you ever thought about being a 2-division champ? 155 or maybe even 145. It'd be 3-division. You could jump up there. And that question isn't for me, by the way, guys. This is for you. So we've kind of answered that. 155. Would you ever jump that far up?
I thought 155.
Why not?
Yeah, against that monster with no legs. Was that
no,
145?
That's 145.
For me, I'd fight any weight category if there's a reason, an opportunity. You know, if someone said to me now, we're going to pay you £1 million to fight at
heavyweight,
whatever. Why not? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it's got to be the right fights, you know. And as I say, you know, I'm obviously I'm a 135er, really.
You are 135er,
but I still think that at featherweight I'm going to cause problems because I'm not. I still.
You have fought there before.
The thing is that if I went at featherweight, which I have before in Bellator against Chase Morton, I would still put on the same amount of weight that I put on a bantamweight. You know, so on bantamweight, let's say that I put on 6 kilos in the night, I would do exactly the same for featherweight. All it would mean is that I haven't got a diet for as long and as strict.
Because Luke Barnett said that because he was fighting at, so he fought at light heavyweight, and he said, I'll be pretty much the same weight in the cage. Yeah. He said, it just takes my weight cut out. He said, I'm not going to change massively in size. So that's, I didn't think that. I thought you'd blown up a lot bigger, but obviously... So let's have another one. TJ Wareham. Question for the prospect. At what point did you mentally shift from being the prospect to the champion? And how does that translate into development of your personality outside the cage? Well, we've seen changes.
We've seen a little bit of changes.
I've got more pairs of sunglasses now.
Different cars.
No, to be honest, I don't feel anything has changed, if I'm honest. You know, I've won the belt and... Technically, I'm world champion, etc. But I don't feel that I feel any different at all. You know, other than it just looks pretty cool having a nice belt and stuff. But
actually, I got to say this: everywhere, every post I've seen you on, every place you've been going, there's been the belt. I was driving here today, thinking I'm going to check out the Cage Warriors belt for the very first time. The one time he
said to me in a way, I should buy my belt. I said, don't worry, you can buy mine up there.
It's a nice belt as well. It looks really nice. I've had titles before from other small promotions and stuff where it's just.
What is that? Oh my God! What is that?
I don't know.
Oh, that's to the mic.
So it sounds dodgy, doesn't it? So this is the thing. Chris Angel did the joke with it's because I've got Instagram and I just clicked it with my fat thumb. Chris Angel did the fake thing with Paige Van Zant's where ripped her belly open. So that's what we heard there. But yeah, I thought that was the dog. I actually thought it was you deflating. I was like, but anyway, so carry on. Go on.
And yeah, the Cage Warriors belt, is really heavy. It's a nice feel to it, and it feels proper.
Do you get to keep it?
No, in my contract, you have to defend it 3 times.
Yeah,
but I don't think any Cage Warriors champion has had to defend it 3 times until they move on to bigger things.
Okay.
But you can. We're gonna buy a replica. I think Brad said that he'd buy me one if it goes in his gym. So I'm holding him to that.
Nice.
And
it's got to build the gym, yeah.
Yeah, it's got to build the gym to put it in. But then what happened? Then what would happen if you go, you ain't getting it back?
Well, that's the thing. I thought about saying, oh yeah, someone's nicked it. Just keeping it.
The
but
next picture of your Blacksburgers.
In my contract, I can't remember exactly what the ins and out was, but it was either I get fined for it, or it was something to do with they won't allow my UFC release, or something like that. But they've put it in that so you can't just keep on. But I'm selling out the London show, so I'm gonna speak to Graham Boyle and Ian Dean and say, come on, guys,
man, come on.
Let me defend it once.
Oh, both of you. Look at what he's doing. All this show is all promoed on this young man. You got your first champion from London. He's defending it. He's selling this place out. Come on, lads.
Bonnie's had enough.
Because with McGregor, he had to hand them back.
Yeah.
But then they've sent them back now.
Of course they have, because they want the pictures with it, don't they? But that's what I love about Cage Warriors is every
Bye, Bonnie.
See you later, Bonnie. Thanks for joining us. Good input again. Good input. Every promo is the form people have gone to, and it's amazing the amount of people that have gone to the UFC. Let's see. Let's see. Which current Adam Jack ADM Jack 23? Which current UFC bantamweight are you most the fan of?
For me, this was 135. Probably Cody.
Yeah,
Cody. No, Dominic Cruz. Dominic Cruz is my favourite 135. Yeah. I like, and not really for his fighting. I like the guy. I think he's really intelligent. I like the stuff he says and the way he comes across and handles himself. So, and he's been around for. He's been around for,
and he's been through. You talk about injuries and stuff.
I was just about to say, with what he's had to go through, injuries, coming back, winning the title. I'd definitely say that he's my favourite 135er.
Nice.
Apart from me,
current UFC.
Current Brad, you're retired now. All right.
Unless we're going to break some more news. We nearly break this news every week. Come on. What other sports are you good at or enjoy?
Sorry.
Pretty much growing up, any sport that I was playing, football, anything that was at school, I was always good at it. Naturally athletic, so always good at every sport. At the moment, I don't really do any other sports just because footbly you're going to get injured.
He does boxing, he does jiu-jitsu, he does wrestling.
Yeah, so all the martial arts, but I actually, as fun-wise, badminton's so fun.
Oh my God.
Me and my mate would meet up every now and then. Play a game of badminton.
Stop it. Just
listen.
You're the bantamweight champ.
Alright, well, cut that bit out.
Even tennis is a bit more.
Oh, badminton. Two hardcore blokes walking into a gym and going.
And then as I hit the shuttlecock, I went, you got to make the sound effects. But football was a big sport I used to play, but it's too. It's too risky for me.
I challenge you again, badminton.
Oh, is that what we? Oh, God.
Brad,
look at his competitive streak.
See, now he's taking. First they take the mic, then they want to join you.
Then exactly, that's what happens, isn't it, mate?
I just want to prove
Pop
to you
your arm down so we can see you, mate.
I just want to prove to you I bet you know the sport. That's what I mean. That's me and my brother. It's like me and my brother being so competitive throughout our lives. That's why I think that's why I got to be. But I'm betting you my sport. So I'm betting you a sport. So he goes, what sport you bet me in? Then I'll be like, well, MMA, boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu. And he's like, that doesn't count, that's all fighting.
It does count.
I'm better than football. He's better than me at golf, I'll give him that.
There you go.
I don't play.
I don't play. I used to play. I used to be good at golf when I was a kid. That was a good game. Question time from Lee at Over Under MMA. Who are future stars you see in the gym that we haven't heard of today?
At our gym?
Yeah, let's
Does he mean like young up and comers?
Yeah. So who should we get our eye out? If obviously you got people like Nathaniel and Corin coming
I
through.
can tell you an amateur right now, a guy called Luke Trainer. He's a light heavyweight guy. Is
he the absolutely jacked guy in the photos? Because I keep looking at the photos. Who's that? Because you see Bowler, you see what's the
Palou?
No, Palou obviously, but the
Stuart
Austin. Yeah.
No, I mean, he been one of, I mean, like, I'm doing the matchmaking for my show, Rise of Champions. He's fighting on my show, and I've lost years of my life trying to match him up. Not because, I mean, I think to find a light heavyweight in this country is like finding a unicorn.
Yeah.
It's so hard to find. So now I've actually gone overseas. I've got a really good guy who's 11-1 from Sweden. From from GBG Gothenburg gym, and he's coming over to fight Luke. So that's going to be a really good fight on my card. He's one of those young guys who's going to come through.
Really nice, humble guy as well.
Really nice, humble guy. There's a young kid called Lonnie who trains with us, but also trains at Richmond Fitness. You know, he's good. He's got a lot.
Obviously, we have Dominic Wooden.
Yeah,
you know,
I like Dominic.
They're pro,
great.
but you talk about amateurs, but we have some really good young pros.
He's a good personality, Dominic.
And
as well,
he hasn't actually been at the gym for a while, but Festus, he's a young kid. I think he's just turned 18, but he's really good, really talented. Him and Lonnie actually fought each other.
I remember
way back.
They fought back on one.
They
of the
twice,
Furies.
I think. I think Lonnie won the K1 and Festus won on the MMA.
Yeah.
I believe.
It was a draw. It was a draw in the
so
K1
basically,
fight.
they got to have a rubber match on badminton.
Yeah,
that's what they got to do.
it.
That's it.
Badminton.
That's it. Oh, this one hurts. This is a question. Okay, you brace. Don't cry.
Is it to me or to him?
For you, Nathaniel. Why did you injure me? From Corin Eaton.
Guys, come on.
Get
the violins out.
He has put.
Get the
only
violins
joking. I
out.
love you, champ, and that belt goes nowhere. That made me giggle.
You know what? His haircut. He came to the gym and I thought, that's it. You're getting it today.
But look at that. Look at that. His hair's not looking great, but it looks a lot better like that. Don't you think it looks shorter?
The thing, and you know what? When I went with him as well, I was sitting there thinking, I'm worried that if I cut Corin, because obviously he's fighting as well, and
so you decided just to tear his ACL.
So I thought I'd take him down, and then he didn't want to let me take him down, and ended up just damaging his leg instead. You know. So.
Oh mate, you'll be back. Don't worry.
Sorry, Corin.
That was a funny tweet. I'm back. From Samuel Clark. This after you beat Reed, what is next?
I don't know. Honestly.
You go for a good door.
Obviously, I got next stage. As far as I'm concerned, I will be the best 135er in England.
Yeah.
Europe. Boom. So
Britannia.
So a lot of people are saying this is a few tweets that Josh Reed's guys have said, like, if you lose, you're not going to that, you're not getting your UFC shot. And I'm thinking, the UFC haven't given me a shot. There is no shot waiting for you. You've just got to go by how you think you're doing. So obviously I'm taking the rest of the year off, and usually there's a UFC card February, March, so potentially, if they wanted a Londoner fighter fighting in London.
He's got to concentrate on Dublin hand, but he does a good job, does it in good fashion like he has been.
Yeah, obviously I've got Josh Reed to get past first, and then providing that I go in there and do the damage, I would be open for a 145 super fight. Definitely, if there's 145ers out there that people will be excited to watch, that's all it is. I want to be an exciting fight, so I don't want to just fight this guy for no reason. I want to either get paid or have exciting fights. So
love it, man, love it. On the note of UFC, when you get the call, this is from Stephanie Mitchell, ladies representing. Good on you. When you get the call from the UFC, which 135er would you like to your first fight to be against?
So I was speaking to Brad about this the other day. I would want fights that are going to mean something, tough ones, Like, don't get me wrong, a UFC debut, they could give you anyone. But me, the exciting fights that I would like, and a lot of people would probably be surprised because they are beasts, but like Thomas Almeida.
Really?
The likes of him, I don't want to get matched with a guy whose game plan is just going to be, let's just lay on you and try and grind out.
You're in an exciting fight.
I want a fight that's going to make me think,
do you know what?
fuck, this guy's going to bring it. And what happens if I go in there and knock Thomas Almeida out? Where does that put me?
Oh,
you
mate,
know?
that's
So,
leaps, absolute leaps. And there's the one that I thought, which would be quite. You've got to stop doing that. It just sounds like you're farting.
Just letting people know.
It's like granddad at a wedding. It's like
We're letting people know that are not watching this. This is actually my medicine ball. I'm sitting on.
Yeah, he's sitting on his squeaky medicine. That's it.
That was not me fighting.
But when I read that fight, do you know what fight I think would be relevant, would be exciting, and would mean so, especially Europe, would be you against Tom Duquesnoy.
That was the other fight.
Actually, it's quite funny. Yeah.
So I thought
That's
because he's obviously dropped to 135 now, and he's Bama's former champion, and your Cage Warriors.
Yeah.
Putting that on, and the style of fights that you
I think it
both put
was when I fought Alan Philpott, if I'd won that fight, I think it was potentially me versus Tom Duquesnoy then.
I could see that.
So he's always been kind of on the radar, and he's another fighter which has got a lot of hype behind him, you know. And I want the fights the thing is, in the UFC, everyone's going to be a tough fight, you know. So I don't want to go in there with someone who no one cares about, risk getting defeated by someone that would...
Yeah, I agree.
You know, I want to go in there with the guys where they think, this guy's the next best thing. If he beats him, he's the next best thing, you know. So Tom Duquesnoy, someone like Thomas Almeida, you know, they're the fights that would
big names, but I
get
like
my juices
it.
flowing.
As soon as you say it, and I think about the fights, that gets my juices.
I think
flowing.
there's too many UFC fighters now that are looking for easy fights. You know, there's fighters that are putting tweets up saying, "Oh yeah, me versus this guy," and I'm looking thinking, why? You know, these guys are doing nothing for you. You know, like McGregor did. You know, call out the big names,
chase it.
Also, there's a lot of fights.
Get the top 10
in
as
the
quick
UFC.
as you can.
Probably 4-0 in the UFC, and you don't know. You don't know about them because you don't even know who they're fought. But the 4-0 in the UFC, and it probably weren't even easy fights.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes to get on the main cards of shows, you got to fight some good guys, and sometimes you could be people on the way down as you're coming up. You know,
I like that.
Which I was for most people.
Come on, you're awesome. So we'll end the questions on this, and then we'll move into shenanigans. What car do you actually drive? From Ashley Mortimer. Well, obviously on social media you've been leaving the gym in Bentley.
I've got the Bentley, I've got the Range, you know, I've got the Rolls
all in
Royce
white
in
as
the
well,
back.
mate. That's a brave choice.
My work day car is the Bentley, but no, I actually drive an Audi A3.
You see, that's still pretty cool, mate. That's still pretty banging. But that's funny that you noticed that. So that's what people are watching on social.
Not for long.
Really?
Soon.
What's the vision board car?
So the Bentley that it was actually Bowler's Bentley,
like
the convertible. I never actually thought to myself I'd want a Bentley, but when I got in there, I was like, man, this is the car I want.
Looks good.
It
looks good, mate. Looks
that's
good.
now on your vision board.
That's not on there just yet.
What is
the Audi
car
R8 on my vision board?
I love that. That's my favourite car. Yeah, look at that.
What is? I think it's my favourite kind of
realistic
car. Yeah, realistic.
Yeah.
I'm not like it's like a realistic.
A Bugatti Veyron, $2 million. You know,
Bugatti Veyron. Yeah. Bugatti, did you say?
I said Bugatti Veyron.
Spaghetti bolognese. Let's talk about food again.
Bugatti.
Bugatti.
Bugatti Veyron.
You say Bugatti, I say
I've
Bugatti.
always said it quick, so
Whoa,
Bugatti Veyron. I liked Brian's way of saying buffet. Buffet.
That's good weather, isn't it?
Buffet. Is it? I say buffet.
Buffet. You see,
what do I know?
I say buffon.
So let's do shenanigans, all right? Now you chickened the shit out of this. So this is your week to do it, and you sent me this message saying that I've lost months of sleep over it.
No, but I'll be honest with you.
I didn't realise. I need time to prepare.
One I forgot it was my week, and then you dropped it on me this morning. And for
what do you mean dropped it? It's your week. You get 7 days to prepare for this.
I need more than 7 days. Last time I lost sleep over trying to do it, and then I'm like, I end up getting it. And
mentally, this is who's preparing. This is who's preparing. You've been smashed three weeks in a row now.
Mate.
Yeah. It's 2 weeks, so it's 4.
I need to win back some confidence before I just even jump out.
Let's do this. Shenanigans, we know how it goes. I give you 4 stories. 2 of them are totally made up. 2 are so 2 of them are made up shenanigans. 2 are true. So you got to decipher between the 2.
I've got a good feeling about this.
Okay, let's do this. So, Mongolia have declared war on an imaginary country.
An imaginary country?
Mongolia have officially declared war on an imaginary country.
What do you mean? Imaginary to them?
It's a country that does not exist, but they are officially and legally at war with this country. Okay?
Okay.
Is it a country that Wait. I need to decipher this a bit more. He's in a war with a country. What? There's not is
imaginary,
not real. But not real. But they're just saying it wrong, or
no? They have gone through the courts and they are legally and officially at war with a country that does not exist within their country. So that's what I'm saying.
How can you have a country within a country?
Because it's
could
imaginary.
Be shenanigans.
Listen,
Could be shenanigan.
Could be shenanigans. All right. So next up, a parrot is the key witness in a murder trial, and his testimony has had the owner of the parrot sentenced to life in prison. A parrot is a key witness in a murder trial, and the owner of
These are good.
That can't be real.
has been sentenced to life in prison. Okay.
These are good, Brian.
These are
I'll
good.
give you these.
Okay. Let's
When did you rustle these ones up?
today when you left me?
No
the thing.
way.
This
Behave.
is it. So, all giraffes are allergic to nuts. That's that one.
These nuts.
These nuts, okay. Next, are you ready for the next one? Last one. Siamese twins are in a vicious legal battle over the one penis that they own. So two males who are attached at the body have one penis, and they are one of them suing the other one for sexual assault for using the penis.
Okay, right.
I know my answers already.
Straight away, 3 of these are really good. The giraffe one's just, I don't even know what that's about. That's like an afterthought of shenanigans, but that's,
come on then.
That's just a filler.
Okay, I'm going to go
The giraffe one's true.
with the Mongolian one, true.
Mongolia, true. Okay.
And the Siamese twins one, true.
Okay, and what are you
I'm
going
going to
for?
go with the giraffe being true.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
So you got Mongolia.
So you'd think that's true, but I think
Parrot.
Brian's just put that
Mongolia
in there.
has declared war on an imaginary country.
for me it was. And what was the other one? Second one?
So the other one was the parrot is a key witness in the murder trial.
I'm gonna go with the parrot.
But a lawyer would always just say it's a parrot. It's never gonna.
No, but yeah, that's me.
Okay, it's shenanigans anyway. So
Which ones are you going for? Come on, which ones are you going for?
the giraffe one seems too easy. It just seems too. I feel like that's a setup.
No, it's true.
No, I feel like that's not true. I feel like you think it's true.
Look at his confidence. Come on, come back, babe. Come on, babe.
I've never seen someone get worked so hard up.
I know, mate. This is it. Come on. So pick your shenanigans. So you're going for
Mongolian one, true, and
Okay,
the Siamese twin one, true.
That's not bad.
But that could be imagine.
I'm going for giraffe being true, and
Come on, 5.
and
four,
and the other
three.
one.
Twin one.
No.
Mongolia.
Giraffe being true, and not Mongolia. The other one, the
parrot one. Okay, all right. What I will tell you.
So we've both gone for the opposite.
You got opposites.
Yeah.
So we could both be 50-50,
Or
or you could be
nil,
100% right.
two-nil.
Or
Okay.
be 100%
So what I will tell you is that all giraffes are allergic to nuts.
Oh shit.
It's a shenanigans.
Oh.
The road, yes. So that was made up.
Why did you even think about that? That's the
So
worst thinking one ever.
the
That's
parrot one.
It's shenanigans. He made that up.
Totally true.
Oh.
The parrot is the key witness in a murder trial.
How's
and
that work
its
out?
testimony. So the Michigan woman gets put in life for prison after the parrot witnessed the murder and was used in the court case.
But how'd you use a parrot in a court case?
I have no idea, mate. I have absolutely no idea. But if you want to check
Yeah,
it out,
that's- yeah,
it's
yeah.
on Fox News. There you go. So you can check that out. Google that, and then let's see which other one. The Siamese twins.
Fake. Obviously, you made it up.
True. Absolutely 100%
Got it
true.
true.
One Siamese true.
Because you imagine if you was a Siamese twin,
There you go.
and that one twin wants to go and sleep with this woman or whatever, but the
Siamese
other guy
twins
doesn't.
in vicious legal battle over right to masturbate. So these are two Siamese
The
twins.
right to
Oh, right to
masturbate.
masturbate.
Well, it's yeah.
What's masturbate?
Masturbate.
Masturbate. No, I know. He said masturbate. I've never heard that one.
That's it.
I'm master.
You're the master at masturbating.
So there's a 54-year-old conjoined twins from Michigan are facing each other in court. They literally face each other in their lives over the sibling contest over the brother's right to engage in sexual acts without their consent. He is suing him for sexual assault for not asking to use his penis. So there we go, which means the other one, which was Mongolia, is absolutely false. Just made that up. So there we go.
1-0.
So 1-0.
Yeah, I knew that.
So it's 1-0 for all of us, which is good. So that's pretty good. So there we go. So how long have we got left on this? So we will do.
We need to wax your legs today.
Oh, we do need to wax my legs.
Boom.
We can't do it today. Look
Sarah,
how hairy they are as well. Look
get
at
the wax
that.
out.
Look at that. That's going to hurt. Fuck you. So we'll do that next week because we do need to do that.
We do need to do
that. I did lose the thing.
Today.
So we need to do. Oh, we got mugs. We passed the mugs. We got mugs. You actually
Right, can I have a cup of tea, please?
Have a look at this. You'll be good at promo, mate.
Nice cup.
There you go. There's one. So what's the company that have done these for us? We got them back. So if you were due a mug and we owe you a mug, I'm sorry, but we will get you one now. We've even got these limited edition Fuck the Mayweathers one, which they sent us. Have that one if you want, mate. You can have that. There you go.
Yeah, so... where's my mic?
There you go.
Yeah, so we got them from Galleries Print Shop. So if you go onto Twitter, you can type in @Galleries. It's GALLYSMD.
We'll stick a link on the YouTube thing and also in the bio for the thing. So that was and we will do, if you stick us a rate and review. So go on iTunes, put a rate and review on there. We will draw some out. If you've already put a rate and review on there, if you just retweet the podcast and tag me in it, so @Bryan Lacey MMA, Bryan with a Y, we'll pick a couple of those to win.
Also, you have to go onto YouTube. Even if you listen to this on iTunes,
I agree.
Go on YouTube, subscribe,
give us a few thumbs up.
and just watch the video for 2 seconds.
You don't have to watch it, just play it and listen to it.
Just play it.
Yeah.
That's right. There you go. You see, that's the way we do it. So that would help us out. That helps grow the podcast, grow the audience, all that sort of stuff. So thank you for those who've done it, and thank you for those who are going to do it for one of these lovely mugs and whatever other prizes we can think of. Next up, are you ready for this? World record attempt between you two.
Do I leave
what?
my top on or off?
Straight down to your pants, mate.
Sure,
Always down to your pants. So we'll be back. I'll tell you exactly what it's for in a second, mate. You're going to love this. I think you got this.
Okay.
I think you got this. The champ's in the house. What do you
He's not
reckon?
beating me, never.
Never.
Ever.
Oh, we'll see. So we'll be back 1 second, all right?
If it's an eating challenge, Bryan, I'm going to fucking be very angry.
So...
If I find out I missed the opportunity to eat chocolate.
Oh, right. So it's world record attempts, and we've never completed the world record. So what we are doing instead is also doing challenges between us two, or as we have a special guest, Mr. Nathaniel Wood, Cage Warriors world champion in the house. We thought we would set a challenge, and I'll grab it in a second. It's all right. So there we go. So are you competitive between each other in the gym?
I've never been more competitive with someone other than Brad.
Really? Is he?
He never wins. Ever.
Of course not.
In
mate.
life.
Yeah. You came limping up the road and went, Nathaniel calf kicked me today.
Yeah, I freaking showed him that calf kick. You know, he blasts the shit out of me with it.
So, right, this is the challenge. So close your eyes, mate. You're going to do it. I believe you're going to do it. You close your eyes as well.
Closed.
I can't get either of you to see this. Eyes closed, all right?
Hand out or...
I'm a little bit nervous having my eyes closed with
keep
Brad.
Keep your eyes closed, and I will just put the things in front of you. Okay, so here we go. Wait a second. So you need that. You can hold that. You need that, and you can hold that. Right, open your eyes.
Bryan,
so, what we have to do is, this is the world record. Now, 2 donuts, 2 chocolate bars. I had to get the right weight chocolate bars here. And Whisper, do you like chocolate bars, mate? Do you like Whispers?
Look at the face.
And basically, it's you can race between each other.
I'll bring that camera.
But what we've got to do is try and beat 2 minutes to get all these down. You're allowed to pre-open your chocolate bars.
Wait, Brad.
You're allowed to pre-open your chocolate bars, okay?
So I am starving hungry right now, cutting weight, and you've challenged me
this.
to eat 2 donuts and 2 chocolate bars.
Rephrase that. I haven't challenged
Actually, to break the
You
world
know I can't do this,
to
right?
break the world record, you have to eat 3 chocolate bars because the world
let me just
record is 2. So there you go. So you can pre-open your bars, mate. It's
You know I
fine.
can't eat that.
This is a world record, mate. You got. This is for the podcast. You're ready, aren't you?
Where's your commitment to the
What's
podcast?
this? What? All right, mate. I'll take him on. All right.
Brian, mate. Oh, I'm done. I'm off.
Look at this. Look at this. These are glazed donuts as well. Do you like Whispers, mate?
Favourite.
Whispers are favourite. As if someone told me that a Whisper was your favourite. It's as if. Let me pre-open this.
I think I'm going to film this on my phone.
This. Oh, mate. That's on the floor. That's fine. There we go.
I would have to do a swap. Can I swap this for your dairy milk? God, I like Reese's Pieces.
All right, yeah.
So the podcast challenge was to see who can eat donuts chocolate the quickest.
Bar, mate,
I think I missed this one
so
out.
let's see. So this is the challenge. So
we're doing this, all right?
Oh, mate, this is going down. Yeah, this is happening.
Can we not hold this one until after my fight?
Nah, mate, this is it.
Don't let me not do this.
There you go.
I would smash this. I would have absolutely destroyed Brad like that.
Marks, get set, go.
Oh, I would have smashed the pairing.
Oh, mate, it's just delicious, isn't it? That's nice. I'm going to have a bite of Whisper. That'll go down nicely with that, won't it? No. Oh.
Right.
They're your favourite. They're really good.
Can you smell this?
It's like, what I don't get with Whispers is that bubbly chocolate inside just melts in your mouth. Nathaniel.
Hi, mate.
Come back, mate. Come here.
You'll never beat me on this one.
I've got this one. I got this. Am I winning, by the way? Who's winning? Who's winning at the minute?
Oh.
I feel like I'm winning. Like, mentally, I feel like I'm... The icing on that is really good as well. How long... Are you timing us? How long are we in? How long are we in?
How long will I have to run for? How long do I have to go for a run for to burn 215 calories?
215 calories you're looking at.
3.5k.
20-minute run.
Yeah, that's
It's tempting.
It's tempting, isn't it, mate?
I'm not going to, though. I'm not going to.
Just judge it for us when we get into the end. Just let us know when we're close.
Do you know what you should do? You should put them in the microwave, melt the donuts, and put ice cream on it. Oh,
we do that afterwards, mate.
Are
you winning or am I winning at the minute, mate?
I feel like I'm winning right now.
So we there's no record.
Absolute
we
assholes.
Just spoke to each other this morning. We have to pretend that there's a food challenge.
I'm actually fuming right now. I'm not. When the camera's off, I'm going to give both of you a fucking talking to. This ain't on.
There's a good 30 minutes left on this camera, and I'll tell you what, we're going to use every one of those minutes to enjoy. Okay, good. I think they might be bumped up to my favourite chocolate bar now. That's it.
The ones with the caramel in it. Oh, Whisper Gold.
Oh, Whisper Gold. Shit the bed. Look, that is it from us. We are playing. I do apologise a little bit, but it was fun.
It was worth it.
It was worth it. Listen, are tickets still available or is it sold out this week?
Oh, go away, Brian. Don't even talk to me now. Right? No, tickets are, as far as I'm aware, tickets are all sold out except for £20 standing
ones.
Yeah, so I've got a few left, but unfortunately
message him on
with Corin injured, I think he's got a spare few £45 ones which he's going to give to me. Or £90 ones to try and shift.
And if you can help out, obviously the commission will probably still give to Corin to help him out. So
that's cool. That's really
so if you can support.
So do that. Contact you at the Prospect.
Yeah, the Prospect MMA. Or my Nate Nathaniel Wood on Facebook. Yeah.
Yes, I can feel how angry he is. I don't want to turn the camera off. So yeah, keep supporting this podcast as well. Spread the word. Even do us a favour, if you've liked and reviewed it, tweet it and share it to somebody else. Come on, babe. Listen.
The good thing is, his sparring's done.
Yes,
no more sparring. If you do a sparring version, I can do any sparring. I'll get the shit out of me.
The thing is, I'm still just thinking, how long do I sit on the bike tonight for that dairy
I've
milk?
got to drive. I've got to drive and pick it. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good for the drive.
But while we're on it, after my fight, we should do a podcast.
Oh,
and we'll do a dozen Krispy Kremes each.
Nice. And the Terry's chocolate orange. I think you should take Brad on at that.
It's actually, we'll probably film. We could do it at Black's Burgers. He wants to do a burger challenge.
Yes.
You can come in, we can film it for the podcast.
Perfect. Black's Burgers. I want him to give me a challenge,
Take it on. I love it. All right, well, best of luck for your fight, mate. I can't wait. You. It's amazing stuff. Look. Yeah, there you go. We'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.